Might be the other company. One of them will actually
Okay.
do it for you.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I may have to text her and just ask her which company was it, because I don't remember so many companies out there. Hey y'all, happy hump day. Y'all come on in, hit the like button.
Happy
I know my
hump
volume
day.
probably loud. Child, let me turn this thing down. Let me turn it down some.
Happy hump day.
Hey everybody. Don't know if the notification's gonna go off or not. We're gonna
I
see in a
got
minute.
I got one.
Hey Destiny. Destiny says hello.
Hey,
Hey
hey,
EB.
hey.
EB says hello.
Hello. Hey, y'all. Come on in. Hit the like button. Hey, Michelle. Hey, hey.
She says, hey, hey, hey. Hey Queen Mo Better. She says, I'm here. Hey Leonica. She says, hey Tan and Carl, liked and
Hey,
shared. Happy
hey.
Wednesday.
Happy
Thank
Wednesday.
you. Queen Mo Better says, come on in. I'm gonna say peace because I might mess up that first part. Um, Leonica says, hey everyone in the chat. Hey Queen Natalie. Natalie
Hey,
says, hey, hey CYS. CYS says, hello, hello. Hey Queen Sherry. She says, hello, beautiful ladies. I liked and shared. Thank
hey,
you. What's going on, everybody?
hey,
Happy
hey,
hump day.
hey.
Um, Queen Marbetta says, come on, notifications. I see you. So they came. What? You got it today, Queen Marbetta?
All right. Come on
Hey,
in.
Queen Lillian.
Hey, hey.
She says, hey, my family. She says, happy
Hey.
Wednesday.
Happy
Leonica
Wednesday,
says, hey,
Queen.
sis Cherry. Leonica says, hey, Lillian. Queen Marbetta says, yes. Okay. Well,
All
that's
right.
good to know. Y'all come on in, hit the like button
Mhm.
and share the video. Thank y'all so
Yes.
much. Lillian says, hey, Leonica. Michelle, she says, yes, we got the notifications. All
Thank
right.
you.
Queen Sherry, she says, hey, sis Leonica. Vanita says, hello, Tan and Carl. I liked and
Hey,
shared.
hey.
Everyone had a wonderful day. Thank you, Queen Vanita. Queen Marbetta says, it came through today and I'm still on time. You are. Hey, Lavon. She says, hi, ladies. Hey Max, XOXO, hugs and kisses. She says, "Oh my God, hey Queens, it's me." She says, "It's it's me, Carl." I heard that 3 times today. She said, "Really a lucky day for me, hugs and kisses." Ah, thank you, Queen. I appreciate that. Hey Athena, how are you, Queen? She says, "Hello." It made my day. Queen My Better says,
Hey,
she says, how was y'all day, ladies?
that
It
was
was good,
good.
Queen My Better today.
Thank
I
you,
didn't do
Queen.
anything. I didn't go anywhere. I stayed in the house because it's so hot outside. I think
That
here,
is
this
hot.
is so funny. My computer will tell me like what the degrees is outside. Try it said very hot weather today. It didn't even give me the number or anything. I
No.
laughed at that. I was like, that's new. Very
Yeah.
hot weather.
That mean you ain't
Thank you,
supposed to go
Destiny.
outside.
Hmm.
It mean you wasn't supposed to go outside.
I guess that was funny because it normally will say like 90 degrees, 95 or whatever, but it just said very hot weather.
But quit
Thank you,
playing with
Destiny. She
me.
just liked and shared. Queen Marbetta said laugh out loud.
Mm-mm.
Max says, oh, so I got back on with Next We're Working Solutions and Live House. Girl,
All
look at
right.
you.
right. Look at that.
Congrats, Queen. Go ahead. She got 3. Go
Mm.
ahead, Max. Queen My Better says, God cooking something. Laugh out loud. Leon says, congrats to you, Max. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Lillian says, liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Yeah, that's awesome news. And if anybody else has any good news that they want to share, be sure to drop it like it's hot.
Yeah.
Destiny, she says, awesome. Queen More Better says, congrats. Lillian says, congrats, Max. Hugs and kisses. Yeah, that's good. And
Yeah,
all
it
3
is.
of those are beginner friendly companies.
Yes.
Hey,
So if
Shantae.
you are new, just write down those 3 companies that Matt got hired at, and we'll go over them a little later.
Shantae says hi. Thank you, Queen. P says liked and shared. Thank you, Leonica. She says shared on my channel. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank y'all so much. We are
We
trying to
appreciate
push the channel to
it. Yeah.
150,000 subscribers. So hopefully we get there before the end of the year.
Yes.
Thank y'all so much for sharing the videos, because without the Two Chicks family, there is no Two Chicks. There is no me and no
Right.
Tan. So greatly appreciate that. So grateful. Mag says, I'm literally melting hot. ATL is living up to its name with this menopause BS. She says, thanks, y'all.
Amen.
Hi,
Yeah.
Frankie. Frankie says, happy Wednesday, Two Chicks and fam, liked and share. Thank you,
All
Queen.
right.
Michelle says, I need some companies that are allowed in California.
Mm, what's that company they used to hire? They used to talk about do the restaurant stuff. You remember the restaurants, the Websterant.
Oh, Webster.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think they hire in California. Let's see if they hire for anyone.
I'm not sure. I don't
I'm
know.
finna say.
Let me see. You gonna look? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Autism Mummy. She says, happy Wednesday. Y'all show some love by
Hey,
liking and
Queen.
sharing this
Thank you so
video.
much, Queen.
Hey, Lena. Lena says, hey. She says, Max, congratulations. I had a job interview at Next Rep today and was put on the wait list. Did you get into a class with them? They were all filled up apparently. Well, congrats, Queen Lena, on getting the interview. And you just never know. You may be on the wait list today and you never know. You might get an email tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's how it goes. Queen My Better says, I need to grab me a snack. Laugh out loud. You so silly. Meg says, also got the invite to schedule 5 interviews with TTEC. So y'all know how that goes. Okay, girl. Go ahead, man. You showing out tonight.
They
Congrats.
stopped hiring in California.
They stop.
Hmm.
EB says, yes, Callie, please, and thank you so much. I
Let me
would
see.
say, go ahead. I'm just thinking.
No, no, go ahead, Carol. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, try these temp agencies. Let me see. Manpower. Sometimes they may have a remote opportunity. Robert Half, they typically have tons of remote jobs everywhere. Kelly Connect, it may be called Kelly now. I think they took the Connect part off. Randstad, and a Credo. Also try United Health Group.
That's what I was just gonna say.
California is one of those hard to find states when it
Yeah.
comes to
And
remote
what
jobs.
I'll do is I'll try to tomorrow put some companies, I'll put a list out and have Carol posted in the group also of companies that hire in the US in California.
And also, I would say Google temp agencies near me and see what comes up. Hey,
Yeah.
Lene, she says, Happy Wednesday. I don't see the like and share button. It should be right under the video, Lene. Hey, Meeks. Meeks says, Hi, ladies in
Maybe.
chat. Leonica says, Hey, Autism Mummy. Queen Mabetta says, I liked and shared. CYS says, Yes, and any in New York. New York, same thing. CYS,
Mm,
hard to find state, but make sure you check out those temp agencies that I put in the chat. Leonica says, Hey, sis Meeks. Felicia, hey, Queen. She says, Happy Wednesday. Two chicks in chat family liked and shared. Lena says, Thank you. No problem, Queen. Thank you, Felicia. Meek says, Hey, Leonica. She says, How are you, sis? Queen Mabetta says, Congratulations to all of you. Mag says, Yes, I normally do Teledoc, but they only had Direct TV. Okay. She says, Sales is not my jam, but I've been with them for 5 years, so I think that's why I got it. Okay.
oh, okay.
Tan and myself used to do though that company. Not with Next
Yeah.
Rep though. I did it with Live Ops and Alorica, but at the time it was called West at Home. But it's easy, Mags. All you're doing is just basically reading from a script.
Yeah.
And
Really easy.
I would say some of the phone calls I got were interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting, especially working late night. So we worked like 7 p.m., sometimes to like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. So overnight phone calls were very interesting. Very interesting
Yeah.
phone calls. But to me, it was fun. It was a fun job.
Yeah. It really
Leonica says,
was.
Hey, Felicia.
I said it was.
Yeah, it was a fun job. Because basically they are people are watching TV late at night, and so those infomercials that come on late night, and it could be anything, pots and pans, it could be some clothes, a CD or something like that, music, and people would
Mm-hmm.
call the number on the screen, and those were the phone calls that we would get late at night. So sometimes it was busy, sometimes it was slow. I would say more towards the weekends it was busy,
Yeah.
especially towards the holiday season. Busy, but I
Oh,
enjoyed it. It was a fun
and the
job because, like I
bonuses
said,
were
you just
pretty
huh?
good. The bonuses. The bonuses were pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. And like I said, you just reading off a script, so it's
And
just
if they
easy,
accept
easy
it, they
peasy.
do. If
And if
if
they
they
don't,
don't,
you
you.
read the rebuttal and you just go right on to the next call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's
Leonica says,
nothing.
"Hey, Felicia." Stephanie, you at the hospital, girl? She says, hey, I'm here at the hospital after surgery. Okay. Hope
Oh,
everything went well,
yes,
Stephanie.
yes,
Stephanie
Queen.
dedicated. She still came to the live. Thank you,
Oh,
Queen,
thank
for
you,
coming to
Queen.
support. Um, Felicia says, hi, Leonica. Leonica says, hey, Stephanie, I'm glad that surgery went well with the praying hands. Mag says, look, I have spent 3 days crying with Microsoft support because my Windows update crashed and I just came in here and restarted it and I'm back. I'm happy. Okay.
All right,
Glad
Queen.
you're back, Queen. Hey, Earl. Earl says, peace, fam. What's going on, Earl? No, you got some good news for us tonight. EB says, thank you so much. No problem, Queen. Max says try CVS. Yep, I forgot about them.
Yeah.
Thank you, Max. So try CVS Queens. That if you live in one of those hard to find remote, what we call remote job states, CVS Pharmacy, they do have a lot of different type of work from home jobs.
I just put a
Walgreens
job.
might have some also. So try
I just put a,
Walgreens as well.
I put a job in there that's work from anywhere in the U.S.
Okay. Hey, Miss Candace. She says, hey, everyone in Two Chicks family. How are you, Queen?
Hey,
Michelle says, thank you so much. No problem, Queen. T. Wright says, hello, hello, hello. Hey, T.
hey,
Wright. What's going on, Queen?
hey,
Hey,
Queen.
Queen Carolyn. She says, hey, Two Chicks family,
Hey,
liked and shared.
hey.
Thank you. Hey, Queen Debbie. She says, good evening, ladies. Good evening, Queen. How are you? Hey, my Wilkerson. She says, good evening, ladies in chat, liked and shared. Does Next Rep provide equipment? They don't because they are 1099.
Yeah. And with all 1099, 9 times out of 10, you have to provide your own equipment.
Right. Leonica says, good evening, my Wilkinson. Man says, I know people will literally fight over it at Live Ops. Does Live Ops still have direct response? Yep, as far as I know, they do. Yes, ma'am. They do have a lot of good clients. To me, it seems like Live Ops and Next Rep from way,
Mm-hmm.
way back in the day when Tan and myself started. I want to say Live Ops at that time, they only had maybe four, maybe three or four clients then. But now, girl, they got some good name brand
Yeah.
clients, well known clients. They
And they
have a
pay a little bit better, way better than, well, I'm not going to say a little bit, way better than what they used to.
they have a chat client though, and it's the one and well known. And I'm gonna say Michael Jordan. So if you can put it together, then you know
Mm-hmm.
who the client is. Rhymes with Ike. They have that
Mm-hmm.
client. They have the one that's opposite of Victoria's Secret, and I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure y'all can figure it out. They have that client also. So they have some good clients now. Really good clients.
And I put
Um,
one more in the chat where you can work from anywhere in the U.S. And again, I'll get a list together tomorrow.
oh no, Stephanie, she said surgery was a damn joke. No. My Wilson says, hey
Oh,
Leonica. Oh,
no.
you're saying it wasn't a joke. Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you're saying it wasn't a joke. Leonica says she has 45 on the Benjamin app, 520 on rewards. Branded cashed out 12 on Just Play 4 and on Prime Opinion. All right, girl.
All
Congratulations.
right, Queen. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay. And if you guys are interested in any other ones that Queen Leonica is talking about, I'm going to put a link here in the chat. They are on this list. They are on this list. So y'all be sure to check this list out. Meeks, hang on, Queen. Meeks says that works. That works. She says that works. Tools, pin them to some light posts and neighborhood notice boards. I done jump. Wait a minute. It's done jump. Mix says, I need some business cards for your channel to hand out at church and the grocery store. Okay, Meeks. You want us to send you some, Queen? I got a stack of them. Max says, girl, I was offered the 6 month ago Spencer's gift. I was like, I don't know if I can help Granny. Yeah, you are too funny. Not her battery operated boyfriend. Oh, that story is funny. I don't think we have any here. Let me see. I think we got one here where I live. They took them out. I don't know what happened, but I want to say I think we have one left. Leonica says she has $1.40 on Cash Joy. All right, Leonica. So how is Cash Joy? Do you like that one better or Just Play? Felicia says, yay, congrats to you, Leonica. Stephanie says, I'm mad right now as I need a distraction. Okay, Stephanie. It's going to be okay, Queen. Man says so many. They was 278 remote in the USA. What? Oh, wow. T says, hit the like button, everybody. Thank you, Queen T. Leonica says, what happened, Stephanie? Hey, Lady Empress. She says, peace and blessings, ladies. It's great seeing you. Hope all is well. So, y'all and everyone in the chat, congratulations in advance. Max says, like 5 minutes ago with CBS. Oh, okay. Athena. Leonica says, thanks, Felicia. Earl says he cashed out. Come on up here, King. He said cashed out on Cloud Research 26.15 on Product 2, 5 on Playtest Cloud. Prolific is currently at 75 and he is trying to make it to 100. Oh, yeah! Woohoo! Congratulations to you. So King Earl here. Earl has about a dozen side hustles. So to the queens here that are looking for side hustle income, we are going to talk about some on this live stream today. But in the meantime, this is one that King Earl is doing. It is called Product Tube. This is an easy one that you can do from your phone. Product Tube is an easy one. Now, the drawback with Product Tube, you can only cash out to Amazon gift cards. He's also doing Prolific. Prolific is number 15 on this list. This is another good one. 15 and 16, Prolific and Cloud Research. They both have a wait list, but you never know. You may be able to get on and get right off. So y'all be sure to get a separate email and check out number 15 and number 16. Congrats, Earl. And if anybody else has any good news that they want to share, be sure to drop it in the chat. Leonica said you can email her, Stephanie, when you feel up to it. Ms. Wilkinson says, hey, Meeks, good idea. Or you can print up a couple of flyers with their YouTube channel. Thank y'all. Man says, we all got this. Everyone time comes around. Amen. Me says, that works too. Pin them to some light posts and neighborhood notice boards. Thank you, Meeks. Man says, that was my first client. Oh, really? Okay. They were my second. I had Western Home, which is now Lorica, first. And then I found Live Ops next. And I applied with them and I got hired. I worked for Live Ops like 4 times. Yep, Meg, you get it right. Ms. Wilson says that's what I do to get referrals for Fetch. Okay. That's not a bad idea. Thank you, Meeks. Man says, I laugh because I don't heard y'all say anything about that one certain 1099 company. Miss Candace says, chill out, Miss Kerr. You know they will jab at you. Stephanie says, it was a joke. Oh, okay. A waste of time and money. I understand. Angela says, hey, good evening, everyone. Hey, Queen Angela. How are you, Queen? Hey, Queen Thomasina, how are you? Thomasina says, hey, ladies. Meek says, that's a really good idea, Ms. Wilkerson. Queen Marbetta said, laugh out loud. Okay, Angela. So you got some Ross and Burlington. Okay. And Dee Dee's. Some artists coming up, Queen. Congratulations, Angela. Meek says, yes, please. I just left Bible study, but every time I go, I always get asked about where I get my job links. Okay. No problem, Meeks. Matter of fact, I think I got them. Hang on, y'all. Yep, I got them right here. Meeks, I got a stack of them right here. Whole stack. Lillian says, congrats, Leonica. Hey, Live, Love, and Laugh. She says, good evening, Two Chicks fam. Leonica says, thanks, Carol. Blue Phoenix says, hey, y'all. Hey, girl. She says, hey, laugh out loud. Leonica says, thanks, Lillian. Lillian says, congrats, Earl. Miss Candace says, good job, King Earl. Earl is knocking it out the park. Felicia has a testimony. She says, I cashed out 70 on branded, 25 on gift cards on free cash, and 20. I'm thinking you're saying gift cards on free cash. So you did 20 on free. I mean, you got 25 on branded, and then 20 on free cash. Okay, Felicia. Or is it 70 on branded? I don't know. Maybe that's a typo. But congratulations, Queen. Whatever you got, congrats to you. Angela says, starting August the 10th, 3 a day in 2 apartment shops that came from Gig Spot. Let's get it, everyone. A new month is rolling in. Yes, it is. All right, Angela. Go ahead, girl. 3 a day. That's some good money. So Gig Spot, the Queen is talking about this one. If you are open to mystery shops, Gig Spot is a great one to start with. And sometimes they do have apartment shops posted. They also have a lot of phone and web shops. So if you just don't want to leave the house, you can still make money off of Gig Spot. And congrats again, Queen Angela. Alaya, she says, hi, ladies. She has 54 on the Brox panel, 30 paid. On paid viewpoint. Okay, typo, 18 things. Okay, Queen, go ahead. Congratulations to you. Felicia says, congratulations, family. You done missed it all. Earl made some money. Angela done made some money. Alaya, she done made some money. Leona done made some money. Felicia done made some money.
All right, Queen. I guess my green screen ain't working this today.
I guess not. Felicia says, congrats, family. My Wilkerson, she says, congrats, Leonica, Earl, and Felicia. Leonica says, thanks, my Wilkerson. And Lillian says, congrats to you, Felicia. Leonica says, congrats, Felicia. Ginger, thank you, Queen. She says, liked and shared. Angela says, oh, I started the storage shops. Okay, on Gig Spot. She says, easy.
All right.
Y'all better come on and get on this money.
Mm-hmm.
She got apartment shops and some audit shops, Burlington and Dee Dee's. Earl says, thanks, all. Miss Wilkerson, her turn is next. She has 22 on the Benjamin app, 5 on branded, 8 on inbox, cashed out 20 on prolific, and 236 on just play. All right, girl.
Congrats, Queen.
Congrats. Congrats to you. She says, thank you, Carl. No problem. Leonica says, congrats, my Wilkerson. Hey, Lindsay. Lindsay says, hey, girl.
Hey.
Queen Marbetta says, wait for the clothing store. What shop is that under? The audit shop, Queen Marbetta, it is under Gig Spot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking that's the one you're asking about for the stores like Burlington, the DD's, Gig Spot Queen.
Yeah.
Angela says, "Go Earl." Lillian says, "Congrats, Miss Wilkerson." Miss Wilkerson says, "Thank you, Leonica." Leonica says, "You're welcome." And she says, "Congrats to you, Felicia." My Wilkerson, she says, "Thank you, Lillian." Felicia says, "Thank you, Lillian and Leonica." Is it Quinshella? I hope I said it right, Queen. She says, "What's the Brox panel?" So that is a video survey site. It's a video survey site.
Yeah.
Queen Marbetta says, "All I hear is money, money, money. Now I want some." Laugh out
Yeah.
loud.
You can get it, Queen.
It's out there, Queen. You can get it.
Yes.
Leonica says, "You welcome, Felicia." Miss Candace says, "I just cashed out 37 on Pago. Look at this, y'all. 200 on free cash. All right,
All
girl.
right.
Congrats to you."
All
So y'all
right.
be sure to take a look at number 13.
Yes.
Take a look and get free cash in the basket.
Yeah.
School is starting. School has started for some of you already.
Mm-hmm.
Some of you guys, children will be going back to school next week and the week after.
Yeah.
So y'all come on. If you need some this right here. This is some dead presidents, some money. Get
Mm-hmm.
you some of these side gigs and side hustles. Get you a separate email and
Yeah.
start signing up to the companies. The good thing about these side gigs and side hustles, like the gig spots, the prestos, the product tubes, you don't need a resume. You don't have to worry about doing an interview with a recruiter. You don't have to worry about having experience. You just go and sign up to the companies and wait for them to email you. That's all you have to do. That is all you have to do. Queen Marbetta says, "Oh, okay." She says, "Yeah, that's the one I'm asking about." Okay. I figured that was it. Conchella says
Mhm.
Prolific. So Prolific is like a survey slash study site,
Yeah.
Conchella. But a lot of people like this one because it's not like the typical survey site. But if you want to check them out, Queen, I would say take a look. They are number 15 on the list. There is a waiting list though.
Uh-huh.
But you never know. You might get on and get off tonight. Some people have gotten on and got right off. Some it may have taken a couple of days to a week. No problem, Queen Mo Better. Leonica says, "Congrats, Miss Candace."
Mm-hmm.
Queen Mo Better, she says, "I'm about to get it." All right now. Miss Candace says, "Thank y'all." Queen Mo Better says, "Miss Candace, let me hold." Felicia says, "I was able to get a new headset, mouse, laptop stand, some groceries, hair, gel, and some clothes
All
off of
right,
the
Queen.
side gigs and the side hustles."
All
All
right,
right,
Queen.
woohoo! Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Did you hear that? I'm talking about some people back there behind Tan bookcase.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear what the queen said off of the side hustles that she is side hustling from? She was able to get some things for herself.
Yeah.
Some of our queens here, they pay bills off of the side hustle money.
Yeah.
Internet, cable, car insurance, car notes, mortgage payments, rent payments, light bills, water bills, so cell
Mm.
phone bills. So again, if you are waiting for that remote job, and I'm just being 100% transparent here, what if it never comes? So many people are looking for remote jobs because so many brick and mortar companies have closed
Yeah.
recently. So everybody's looking for a remote job. But what if that job never comes? What are you going to do for money, for income?
Yeah.
Autism Mommy, she's somewhere in this chat. This queen has 50 side hustles. King Earl, he has a dozen side gigs and side hustles. Queen Felicia, she has a lot. My Wilkerson, she has a lot. Leonica, she has a lot. Meeks Adorable, she's here. She has quite a few. So, what are you
Yeah.
going to do, kings and queens, if you are looking for a remote job, but that job just has not come through because maybe
Mm-hmm.
you're having a hard time getting hired? Could be your resume, could be a numerous of things
Yeah.
outside of the resume. It could just be the company only has so many vacancies. We never know unless they reach out and say, "Hey, I got 100 positions open, and I'm
Yeah.
looking for 100 agents." Sometimes they may put it on the website, and sometimes they don't. So when we post a job, we never know how many people they're looking for. It could only be just looking for one person, but they will get 1,000 applications. So just
Yeah.
think about that for a second. You're competing against 1,000 people, and it's only one can only get the spot. So, what are you going to do for extra money or just money, period? What are you going to do?
Yeah.
But the good thing is the side gigs and the side hustles, not saying that they're going to make you rich, but they can keep you afloat. We've had several people to come on these live streams and do testimonies about, oh, I was homeless and I started doing the side gigs and side hustles. Oh, I was about to get evicted. I came to y'all channel and I started listening to what the queens and the kings were saying, and I started implementing those strategies. And now I am making money from home.
Yeah.
So it most definitely can be done.
And
Queen Marbetter, she says, Amen. Huh?
don't think it can't be you because it can be you. A lot of times we are the person who's stopping us because we think, oh, I'll never get it. Oh, I'll never be able to do it. And when you do one, you can do two. When you do two, you can do three, and so on and so forth. But you have to do the first one.
Yep, got to take that step.
Yeah.
And stop thinking that they don't work, because if they are
Mhm.
working for King Earl, Queen Leonica, WG, he's one of our kings. Jarvis, he's another king. Xavier, he's another king that does branded surveys. Queen Meeks Adorable, Queen Helen, Queen Cynthia. If it's working for these kings and queens, it can work for you as well. But you got to work it. Because what if you don't work it? Then of course you're not going to make any type of
Yeah.
income. And don't
And
just get one. Don't just say, okay, well, I'm gonna do just play and I'm gonna see if I can make some money off just play. And if I can't make no money off just play, then I'm not gonna do nothing else. Don't do that. Get more than one. Get a different variety of them, because some
yeah.
people may make money off of just play. You might not be able to make money off of just play if you're not doing
Mhm.
what they're doing. And everybody's lifestyle is totally different.
Yeah.
Totally different. So get you more than one side hustle. Lillian says, congrats, Miss Candace. Miss Candace says, laugh out loud, Queen. My better. How about 50, these twins? She says, I'm going to Puerto Rico for their 16th birthday soon. Okay.
Oh,
What's Puerto
okay.
Rico?
Great. That sounds
That
great.
sounds nice, Miss Candace. Blue Phoenix, she says, my son starts at the community college, and I swear I cried sad, happy tears the other day because it seems like yesterday he was starting preschool and he was just
Oh,
my little baby. Oh, laugh out loud. Yeah, they grew up fast, Blue Phoenix. My little
Yeah.
niece just turned 14. I still can't believe she's 14. I'm like, oh, you going to high school, the ninth grade this year.
Mhm.
I told her earlier, she was just laughing at me. I said, I'm gonna have to come up to the school and take your picture when school starts next week. And she was like, why? I got the same uniform from last year. I'm like, girl, because you in high school, I'm going to the same school again this year with the same friends. But they grown. They
Yeah.
just try to act grown and try to act like a big kid. But I'm like,
Mhm.
no, you're in high school. So this is like your first day of high school, but
Yeah.
it don't phase them, child.
Not at
Queen
all.
Marbetta says, happy birthday to the twin. She says, I will take the 50, laugh out loud.
Mhm.
All right, Frankie. Frankie says it's her turn. She says, cashed out 46 on Prolific and
All
completed
right.
a $35 shop on iSecret Shop yesterday. All right,
Go
girl.
ahead, Queen.
Go ahead, Frankie. Congrats to
Go ahead,
you.
Queen.
Felicia says it does all come together and pays off. She says the change turns into dollars. Yep. If you can
Yeah.
take one step, God will for sure take two and provide.
Mhm.
She says we are all witness to that, all because of the two chicks. Thank you,
Thank you, girl.
thank you, Felicia.
Thank you.
Leonica says, "Congrats, Frankie." Denise says, so which game site do people generally prefer? Free Cash, Benjamin, Misplay, Just Play. I've started doing the games on Prime Opinion and like those a lot too. I think it
It just,
depends, Denise,
yeah.
on the individual. Now, I don't have Free Cash, but I have Just Play. I like Just Play and Inbox Dollars games the best. But others say they like the Free Cash. Leonica, she likes the Benjamin app. And somebody else here likes the Benjamin app. So I think it just depends on the individual.
I think it depends on your personality. If you're the type of person that you like playing for money by making it to certain levels, if they say, hey, you got to be at level 100 to get this $100. Are you the type of person that excites you to say, hey, I'm going to be on this game till I get to level 100? Are you that type of
Right.
person? Or are you the type of person, Carol, is you just want to get paid for playing? You have to figure that out. You have to figure out how the game plays and what challenges you. If you want to get paid just to play, what is it? Misplay and just play, Carol. Best play.
Misplay, Just Play, Benjamin,
Yeah,
and Free Cash is what she was asking.
yeah, but I'm saying which ones pay you just to play? Like misplay. Like,
Just Play. I know. I'm not sure about the other ones, but I know Just Play, Best Play. I want to say the games on Fetch Rewards. I don't think you have to go through like the levels like with Cash, Kick, Inbox,
free
and
cash.
Free Cash.
Hmm.
I'm not sure about Misplay.
So
I
you
think
just have
Misplay
to
and I think
figure
Misplay is
out.
just like Just Play. Hmm.
I say you just have to figure out how you like to play games. So I think once you figure out how you like to play them, if you're if you are, I just want to sit on there and get paid for playing, then you play the treasure. Is that what you play, Carol? Treasure Master.
I play Treasure Master.
Yeah, treasure master like Carol. If you know that you can make it to level 200 on dice dreams, then you play free cash if that's what you like to do. So basically, you have to figure out what works for you.
Yeah. Now, Miss Tawana, I don't see her on here tonight, but she likes Just Play. Now, with Just Play, she makes around 100 to 150 a week off of Just Play, but she's consistent with playing the game. I
Mhm.
play something now. Some days I'll get on her and I'll just play. And I notice how on Just Play they will pay me more money if I stay on the game. But if I deviate from the game and I wait about a week to come back on the game and play, the money it won't be as it was the week before. So with that one, the game that I play is Treasure Master. I think that one pays the most on Just Play. I'm not sure really about Best Play. I played that like every now and again, but I don't really know like what game pays the most. Misplay, looks like I played Misplay, but I probably wasn't on that one long. The Benjamin, I've never done that one, and I've never done free cash. Tan has done free cash, and we've had some other queens
Yeah.
here that have made money off of free cash to pay bills with. So, if anybody can give Queen Denise here any insight on what games you like to play, if you want to share your
Yeah.
strategies, please put it in the chat. Miss Candace says, Blue Phoenix, time flies. Our future leaders of today and tomorrow. Yep.
Yeah.
Queen Mabetta says, wait, what is this our secret shop? It is a mystery shop company, Queen Mabetta. Frankie says, thanks, Leonica. Felicia says, every time I fast and pray, God always comes through about to do another fast. Okay, Queen.
All right, Queen.
Sherry says, definitely a blessing. Leonica says, you're welcome, Frankie. Felicia says, say that, Tan and Carl. You ladies taught me to take that first step and get out of my own way.
Yeah.
Thank you, Felicia. Queen Marbetta says, I signed up for Gig Spot. All right,
All right, Queen.
girl. Make sure you sign the independent contractor agreements, Queen Marbetta, so that you can
Yeah.
see the shops. Blue Phoenix, she says, Miss Candace, indeed, I'm so excited for him. Oh, I'm sure
Mhm.
he's gonna do well. Blue Phoenix. Hey, Lucette. How are you, Queen? She says, hey, beautiful people. I liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Queen Marbetta says, wow. Felicia says, yay, Frankie. Congrats. Make their money. Queen Marbetta says, these children are growing up so fast. They are. She says, I like free cash, but I need to try the other ones. Game on.
Yeah.
Denise says, thanks, gang. She says, good advice. And I forgot about inbox dollars. Yeah, I like inbox. They are one of my favorites, Denise. The thing is with inbox, they have so many other different things that you can do outside of playing the games. Frankie says, thanks, Felicia. Queen Marbetta says, okay, and thanks, Carol, for that info. No problem. Sabrina's come on up here, Queen. She says she made what? $5.95 last month with focus groups. Okay,
All
girl.
right.
Congratulations. And you can make some good money off of
Yeah.
those focus groups. Tan and myself, we used to do those a lot.
Yeah.
User interviews, respondent. These two are on the list, 17 and 18, and we've had several people to make money off of these two sites. And if anybody else has any good news that they
Yeah.
want to share,
Yeah. And
and I
focus
guess
groups
we're
are a
gonna get
good way
started.
to make extra income while giving your opinion. So that
Did you hear what
is
I
what
said?
huh?
I said, did you hear me? I said, I guess we're gonna get started.
Oh, you funny.
We've been just sitting here going through the comments. We ain't said nothing.
All right. Well, we will get started. For those of you who are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. For those of you who are not new, welcome back and thank you for joining us again. I am Tangi.
And Tangi is the GOAT, and I am Carl.
And Carol is the GOAT. And together we are two chicks with a side hustle. On this channel, Facebook business page, wherever you are watching us at. We post work at home jobs, side gigs, and side hustles. We do these lives to help you get started on your work from home journey. If you are new to working from home, if you are not new to working from home, we help you maximize your time and your money. So thank you for joining us. Carol and I have been doing this work from home thing since 2006. We created our blogs as well as our social media platforms to help people like you who want to work from home but don't have the resources. We have a great group of people who come in the chat every time we hit the live button, and they come and share their tips and strategies regarding side gigs and side hustles as well as work from home jobs. So if you are new, grab a pen and a piece of paper. There is a lot of things that go down in the chat. We talk about a lot on these lives. If you have questions about anything that is posted across any of our social media platforms or our blogs, please put that in the chat. This is the time we answer questions. If you are new, type that in the chat. If you have questions, make sure you put them in the chat. This will help us, number one, see what type of information we will put out, see what people are looking for, what type of things they are wanting to know regarding work from home, regarding side gigs and side hustles. But also, it helps people who may have the same question as you, but want to sit behind the bookcase and don't want to ask the question. So, you help asking the question may help them. So don't be scared. Ask the question. If you are new, type I'm new in the chat and we will help you get started. Carol will be reading the chat and then we will talk about these 30 side hustles you can do from home.
All righty. Queen Marbetta says yes. Sherry says some games on Prime Opinion. She says they will pay you for installing the game.
All right, Quinn. Now see,
Number one on the list, y'all, is Prime Opinion.
write that GM down. That is a GM for Prime Opinion. Prime Opinion is a survey site, but they have games as well. So if you are looking to make money off Prime Opinion, this is one of the ways you can do it. This Queen Sherry, thank you, Queen, is giving you a tip. Prime Opinion will pay you just for installing the game. So
Yep.
make sure.
Y'all get that one in your basket. Number one, I
Mhm.
dropped the link in the chat. They are the first company on the list. Lillian says, congrats to you, Sabrina. Lady Empress, I just retyped the companies. Let me know if you saw it, Queen. Leonica says, congrats to you, Sabrina. Lady Empress says, congrats, congrats. Sabrina says, thank you, Lillian and Leonica. Shantae says, chicks and goats. Laugh out loud. Is it Nitra? Nitra says, I'm new. Welcome,
Hey,
Queen.
Queen.
And if anybody else has any good news that they want to share with the chat family, y'all be sure to drop it like it's hot. And if
Did we
you
make
missed
the
my
beginner friendly?
video from earlier today, I did drop a video about 10 data entry companies, and some of these are part-time, some are full-time, some of them you don't need experience, some provide equipment. One of them on here is paying $25 an hour. It is part-time.
Did we make the beginner friendly video back live?
I don't think so.
Okay. Let me just, you have the
Oh,
link of the beginner friendly. No.
why would I have it? No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't have anything.
Okay. Let me find it. Give me a minute.
Hang on, Queen. Tan is going to go and find the beginner friendly list.
Yeah, we used to have a video, but things happen.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Queen. Lady Empress. She says, I see it. Okay, Queen.
Mm. Okay.
Lady Empress, what state are you in, Queen?
Okay.
You found it.
Yes, but I don't know. Like, hold on. That's not a good one.
Oh.
That's not the one that go with the video.
Oh. And if you guys are not subscribed to our second channel, I'm going to go and get the link and drop it here. We
Okay.
have been posting a lot of different non-phone jobs over here on the backup channel.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I am going to post this list of beginner-friendly companies. Now, this list has 30 companies that will hire in 25, 25 companies that will hire you with little to no work from home experience. You think it's okay for us to put that beginner-friendly video back? I think it may be.
I don't know. I'll look at it and see.
We're going to try to get the beginner friendly video that we have done back on the channel, because that beginner friendly video really helps you get started. Give us a couple of days to look at that and make sure we are not violating anything as far as YouTube goes, and we're going to get it put back up. But in the meantime, in between time, I have posted a list of 25 work from home companies that will hire you with little to no work from home experience. We advise you to apply for all of them that are on the list. That will increase your chances of getting a work from home job. I see a side gigs, or I see a side gig on there, which is Gig Spot, but no, it's 30 of them. I don't know why. Am I looking at the right list? Yeah, I am. It's 30 of them. It's 30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So make sure y'all check them out.
And if you are looking for part-time remote jobs, we did a video a few days ago, and I'm going to put the link in here to the list. Earl says he is doing prolific and listening. All right, Earl, go ahead.
All right.
Earl trying to get to that $100. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right. You gotta do what you gotta do.
So that is a list of part-time remote jobs. If anybody here is looking for part-time jobs, take a look at that list. Let me see. If you are looking for things that you can do from your phone, I have a list of companies as well. I got to go find it though. Okay, so I have that also. So if you're here and you're looking for things that you can do from your phone, take a look at this list of companies. There are 66 companies on this list. There you go, Eldad. Girl, it wasn't long enough, Eldad. Eldad says, hi, two chicks with a side hustle. She says, how are you ladies doing? She says, how was your trip, Carl? She says, hey, Chad, how are we doing? It wasn't long enough, Eldad. I need to come back, Queen. Yep, I need to come back. It did rain. It rained the first night we got there, but after that, it was okay. The sun was out shining bright, and it was hot.
Saturday.
And it was nice, Eldad. But you know, I had to come on back to the crib.
What?
I said, man, I want to stay longer.
What time you up to do?
5.
Lillian says, "Hey, L dot,
Whatever you want to take.
your best friend on her L dot, Queen Mo Better,
Mm.
and Meeks, your richer BFF." She says, "Yes, it's been hot. Glad you didn't get too
Do I have
much rain." Yeah. Yep, just that first night it stormed like real bad. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I said, "Well, they did tell me." Um, Elda says, "Hey, Lillian."
I think Dad like told me like a while, like on the weekend, like he went. I was saying,
But I was like, "Ooh, child,"
I cleaned my room.
and
I
it
did.
cleared up, and I was like, "Oh,
Okay.
thank you, Lord." It's gone.
Okay. And so,
Elda says, she says, "Meeks, Richard BFF, hi." Meeks says, "Hi, Elda." She says, "Hey, Lillian." Felicia says, "Hi, Elda." Yeah, so I'm back, Elda. Tan got me back working like a Hebrew slave.
We go with the lies, but we not gonna say nothing. So I'm not gonna say anything.
You're not gonna say nothing.
I'm just gonna be like, here we go with the lies. But
Say something.
mm-mm.
Elda says their rain is serious around this time. It sounds like the sky opens up. Girl, yes. She says, "Hey, Felicia." Elda said, "You leave Tan alone. She was holding it down, working
Thank
overtime.
you. Thank
And
you.
she wasn't doing nothing."
I was holding it down.
Elda said, "You working overtime." That's
Thank
funny.
Thank you.
She says, "Glad both of you ladies got some vacation time in. We need you both well rested."
Thank you, Elda. Girl.
Since I came home, I can't sleep, Elda. I said, "I need to go back out of town." I was telling my friend that today. I said, "I slept real good away from here, but when I come back home, it's like I can't sleep."
Yeah.
Me says, "I'm rushing home to see if Fancy Hands has any more work for me. Today was one of the better days, but I had to take a break and go to church."
No.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, me. Nisha says, "It's finally cooling off over here for a little bit." Okay, Queen. What state are you in, Queen Nitra? Elda says, "Miss, yay. That's some good news." It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it is some good news. So, yep, I miss Florida already. So I'm gonna have to go back.
Lord have mercy.
What? Elda says, "Spiritually, self-care is necessary." It is, Meeks.
Amen.
Hey, Drea. Drea says, "Hey, everyone." Okay. So Nitra say, "Michigan, I'm a guy, by the way." So we got another king. I'm sorry about that. Welcome.
All right, King.
And I said, "You can have Florida." I don't know why people that live in Florida, y'all all say that, that. It was a lady that I saw at the restaurant, and she was like, "Yeah, I've been living here for like over a year." She was like, "And I actually live on the beach in a condo." She says, "But I never go to the beach." And I'm like,
Wow.
"What?" She was like, "Now, when I moved here, I kept saying I'm gonna be on the beach every day. I'm gonna be there, but she was like, nope." And I said, "Well, maybe because you know it's there and you can just go at any time. That's probably why." But people that don't live there, we love Florida. She says, "Hi, Nitra, welcome." She says, "Overrated. I don't care what nobody says." She said, "I don't care what nobody says." I don't know, Eldad. I like Florida. I do. I think Florida, I don't like DC. DC, too congested. It's too congested there. Traffic is crazy, especially near the White House. Crazy downtown. Ugh, I don't like DC. I like Houston. I like Dallas. I like California. It's just with them, it's too high, expensive.
Yeah. All that's too expensive.
I like Atlanta. A lot of folks live in Atlanta though, but I do like Atlanta. Lady Empress says rain is expected in a couple of days here in Virginia. It's on and off, plus the humidity. Okay. I've been to Alexandria. I think it's Alexandria, Virginia. It was nice. Um, Elda says, see, I'm a northeaster though, and she says through and through, give me the any day. And see, I got to get up north, Elda. I got to go and visit. I want to go to New York. I would like to go to Staten Island, Harlem, the Bronx. Let me go see some stuff. Canada. I want to go to Canada too.
So you can come with us.
It's true. There's a pool in my backyard and I never use it. She says, I complain every day that I'm hot. Well, it's always raining, so I can't use it anyway.
Oh,
Lord. Elda said, me? She says, hot and those bugs sticking to you is gross.
Ooh.
Hey, Kelly. She says, hey, Queens. Me says, yes, my favorite kind of self-care outside. Elda said, New York is loud, but a good time. Okay. Yeah. Queen Mo Better is here. I'm thinking she's trying to say something to you, Elda. Earl says, I'm originally from Tampa. He said, but I live in Tacoma, West Coast. Beaches are sorry. Yeah. I like the beach out there. Girl, I went to Santa Monica. It was nice. We ate at a restaurant on the beach, and it was nice.
But Washington beaches are different. Like, they not like California beaches, and I haven't been to Oregon. Well, not to the beach in Oregon, but they different. The beaches in Washington are different. They different. Mm-hmm. They like the sand is different. It's not like sand to me. It's like we went to a beach that had black sand.
Okay.
And my husband's cousin live in Tacoma.
Earl said them beaches are sorry. Kelly said, why Staten Island? You know what, Kelly? I really don't know. But you know how growing up as a kid and you hear about New York and the Bronx and Staten Island, it's like, okay, I want to go see what it's about. And I think that's what it is. I'm just curious to go see. Elda says, hey, friend, Queen Mo Better. Mrs. Ugh, they just fogged our blocks because of these pesky mosquitoes. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Elda says, hey, Earl. She says, tell me some fun things to do in Tampa. Earl says, Canada is a 3-hour drive from him. Okay. Not bad, Earl. So, Earl, do you ever go to Canada? Blue Phoenix says, here in Virginia, the devil done had his boots on the ground. Can't even go outside without your shoes met. Laugh out loud. It is too funny. Elda says, me, those mosquitoes are thugs. They are as big as flies. Girl, I don't want to see that at all. I didn't see that, Elda, when I was there. I always learning, hey, Queen, she says, NYC is fun. Just getting on the bus and riding down Park Avenue and seeing everything is fun. Okay, see, now you got me excited. I always learning, I want to go. I want to go get some of the food. Queen My Better said, she pulled up when I went to check the list out. Laugh out loud. You're so funny, girl. Shantae says, anyone else from STL? St. Louis, girl, I was born there, Shantae. But we didn't stay in St. Louis long. I want to say my mom told me we moved. Because when I was little they moved around a lot before we ended up in Tennessee. So we didn't stay in STL long, maybe a year, I think. I think that's what she told me, a year, maybe a year and a half. Lady Empress says, "Oh yeah, Alexandria is north from my location. I'm closer to Richmond." Okay.
Oh, okay.
Queen My Better says, "Laugh out loud." Eldai says, "Blue Phoenix, laugh out loud." Wow. The Herbal says, "Nothing to see at Staten Island but the Statue of Liberty." Oh, okay. Lady Empress says, "Facts." Eldai says, "Carol, at least 90% of them live in our yard waiting to turn me up." You so funny, Eldai. Blue Phoenix said, "Lady Empress saying I'm in the middle between DC and Richmond, and I'm an hour away from Richmond." Oh, okay.
Okay.
So Blue Phoenix, do you like DC? DC was just, I don't know if it's just overcrowded there. Maybe I have to come back. I do want to come back because I want to go to the museums. I didn't get a chance to see all of the museums. I saw some of them, but not all of them. Some of them were, how can I say this? Make you cry. Tear jerkers, I would say. Especially the Holocaust. Oh, that one was just, I had to leave out of there because there was so many people in that one. Everybody was boohooing crying. It says between, I know he said, been to Vancouver, BC 4 times. Okay, so do you like it, Earl? Is it okay?
I went to
It says St.
Victoria.
Louis is around 3 hours where I'm at in Illinois. It's tan stomping ground right there.
Canada, yeah. You can get
Chi-Town. No, Illinois.
What?
She was saying, Stephanie was saying she is in Illinois.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
saying
What
that
part of Illinois you in, Stephanie?
Kelly says, "Watch the reruns of My Wives and you'll see Staten Island is not anything to write." It ain't nothing to write home about, Kelly. That's so funny. Blue Phoenix laughing at you, L. Lady Empress says, "Oh, okay, I'm 30 minutes away from Richmond, Virginia." Blue Phoenix. Shantae says, "Stephanie, I guess we got this corner to ourselves." Blue Phoenix said, "Lady Empress, I will be glad for the rain to come. I just hope that Rappahannock doesn't flood." Okay.
No.
Always Learning says, "NYC has those fun nightclubs. Staten Island has a nice mall to visit." She says you have to take the Staten Island ferry to a bus to get to the mall. Oh, okay. Stephanie says she's back. Welcome back, Queen. Elda says, "Got to go to the African American Museum and it was amazing."
Yeah, it was. I didn't like the food down there though.
Where is it at, Tane?
What, the food?
The African American Museum
in DC.
See, I ain't go to that. Well, I only wasn't there when I was out there.
I don't know.
It's been since Kayla was like 3.
Okay, I don't know.
So this been 11 years ago.
Mm-mm.
It wasn't there. Okay, yeah. So that's why I got to go back. I got to go back because I got to go see the museums. The rest of them that I didn't get a chance to see. I want to say Smithsonian Institute. I didn't go to that one. And there was a few more that we did not get a chance to go to because it was so many. I'm like, good Jesus, a lot. It is a lot. Blue Empress said, Blue Phoenix, she said, "Lady Empress, I'm in Fredericksburg." Elda says, "Stephanie, welcome back." She says, "I'll be back up some rain and send it to you, Blue Phoenix." Stephanie says, "South of Effingham."
Oh, okay.
Blue Phoenix said, "Carl, you can keep DC. I can't stand the traffic and get lost."
So are you close to like, because I know that are you close to Marion? Like I know Marion is like mile marker 95, and Effingham is 168. Y'all could tell I done drove to Illinois a lot in my life.
That's where you from.
Yeah, so we done drove all up and through there. But I know Marion is exit 95, and Effingham is like 168. So if you probably between there. My brother went to SIU, and that's
Okay, Angela. She says, hey, Chi-Town, that's
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
All right, girl. Blue Phoenix. I don't want DC.
Yeah.
Hated it. I ain't really care for DC. But like I said, I want to go back because I just want to see the rest of the museums that I did not get a chance to see. And after that,
Yeah.
I'm gone. I am jetting. Now, we didn't stay in DC. We stayed in Alexandria.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Elda said the food was meh for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not.
Karima said liked and share. Hey Queen, she says happy Wednesday to everybody.
Oh, thank you.
Lady Empress says it's coming soon, Blue Phoenix. Lena says I'm in spots. What is this girl? Sylvania? Spotsylvania?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh. Oh, it's a newer one, Elda. She said it's a newer one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it probably was not there when I was there. Elda says, hey, Karima. She says, Angela, hey, Chi-Town. Blue Phoenix says, Elda, thank you. Laugh out loud. Queen Mumberta says, don't forget to like and share. Thank you, Queen. Elda said, Queen Mumberta, I know this right. We socializing, but like and share. Blue Phoenix says, Lena, hey, neighbor. Stephanie says, close to Effingham, Salem, and Onay. I hope I'm saying that right. Marion, a few hours south.
Yeah.
I ain't never got to Chicago, Chi-Town.
We're going in October. You can tag along.
Y'all going again in October? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It be too cold up there for me. I don't really like that cold weather. I be trying to get to Florida. I be trying to go further down south when it get cold. I'm going out of town. I can't stand that cold weather. Like when my daddy folks live in Kansas. Woo, child.
Mm-hmm.
They get the cold weather like up north, like the Bronx and all of that. Like they in New York or something.
It do. It
We having
depends. 1 year
3
was
and 4
really
inches
cold.
of snow. Don't like it. Lady Empress says that DMV traffic is different. I'm used to it. Oh, yes, it is, girl. You ain't lying about that. It's crazy traffic.
Me too, Elda. I think I went somewhere.
But ain't not it. But it's not. I don't think it's nothing like LA. If you done been to LA on the highway, child, you substitute to see anything on the highway, on the expressway. High speed chases and some more. And I thought we couldn't drive here. I was like, oh my gosh, these people cannot drive out here in LA. Their traffic is terrible. Queen Marbetta said, laugh out loud. Elda, yep. Blue Phoenix said, Lady Empress, I hope so. It needs to cool down a bit. Elda says, yes, when I went about 5 years ago, it had just opened. Okay. Angela says, hey, Elda. Always Learning says, I've been to DC once on a day trip and twice for a 2-day trip. She says, I've been to a few museums. The zoo near DC is fun and the malls are great. I think you need to spend a week to 10 days. I don't know if I can stay that long. Always Learning. I don't know. I don't know.
No, I can't stay that long.
And I said, I think I went in somewhere between 2016 to 2018. She says, I can't remember.
Yeah, I think me too, Elda, but I can't remember either.
Hey, Ebony. She says, hey, y'all. Hey. Shantae says, that Chi-Town wind can actually rip your face.
Baby. Rip your wig going down the street.
You said what, girl?
Well, have your wig going down the street.
See, I ain't doing it. And it's going to be cold in October, right?
Up that way. It just depends. You know, it's weather. Some years it's cold. Some years it's
hot. I don't like that cold weather. I do not.
It just depends on what it is.
Girl, I don't like it. Blue Phoenix said, Lady Empress, I grew up in Jersey and I'd rather drive in Jersey than DC. DC annoys me. I haven't driven up there in years.
Mm.
And I said, dang, that definitely wasn't 5 years ago. Where is the time going?
Right.
Queen Mobetta said, laugh out loud. Regina says, I am new to both of your channels. Thank you both for all of the leads. I am in St. Louis. All right, Regina. Now that's where I was born, Queen.
Say yes.
Welcome to the channels. Elda says, I just spent 30 minutes complaining about Florida traffic to my friend. I don't come out, by the way. Not 8 to 10 a.m. Elda got a scheduled time.
Right.
She said 8 to 10 a.m., 12 to 2 p.m., or 4 to 6 p.m. You so funny, Elda. She says, hey, Ebony. Always Learning said Connecticut has its share of traffic. Connecticut has gotten a lot of people from NYC since COVID. Oh, I ain't never been to Connecticut. The Herbal says yes, it'll be cold. See, I ain't going that cold. Blue Phoenix, she says she has family in Kansas. Okay, girl. She says, and yes, it is crazy in the winter. Nope, I don't like going up that way when it's cold. I go in the summertime, but that winter, can't do it. Earl says, L died. He says, fun pirate adventure cruise on Tampa Bay, Busch Gardens, Ybor City. Go to St. Petersburg Beach, Adventure Island. Okay, Tampa Riverwalk, my auntie house for good home cooking. Okay, Earl. She just sent us some barbecue. Eldad said, send me some barbecue, Regina. Now, the barbecue, home of the barbecue, Eldad, that's in Memphis, honey. Memphis, Tennessee. They got the best barbecue. Shantae says, I've been to Chi-Town one time. It was in April, and it was very cold. Oh, no, man.
Yeah, it's still look cold in April.
Shantae said, Regina, she says, hi, I'm in STL too. I always learn to say my family drove from Milford, Connecticut to Outer Banks, North Carolina, and the traffic was crazy until we got to New Jersey. The rest of the way was good. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Now, I've driven from Tennessee, Knoxville to North Carolina, and it wasn't that bad. It was not that bad at all. It took about 8 hours to get there, but it was not bad at all. Elda says, Earl, thank you. I keep saying I'm going to do a little Florida tour, but have yet to. Went to Tampa area once, but to Barnum and Bailey. Oh, Barnum and Bailey Museum.
Okay.
Oh, they got a museum? I didn't know they had a museum, Elda. Is it in Tampa? Is that what you're saying? It's in Tampa?
The circus?
See, I'm thinking of the circus, but she said museums. I didn't know they had a museum. Yeah. Lady Empress said, Blue Phoenix, right? I'm originally from Virginia, and traffic is annoying too. Some people can't drive. Elda said, I remember I visited Memphis once, and I wanted to come back and visit. Oh, okay, Elda. So where did you go, girl? Beale Street? World famous Beale Street? Where they got all the restaurants. Earl says, Elda, okay, just explore a little more in Tampa. Okay. See, we learning something new here. Didn't know about the museum, Barnum and Bailey. Didn't know they had a museum. We went to the Ripley's Museum. The Ripley's, believe it or not, museum. We went to that museum. It was nice. It really was. Now last year we went to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. In Gatlinburg, they had quite a few museums up that way. We visited the Alcatraz Museum.
Yeah.
That one was it was interesting, I would say. It had like all of the mob bosses pictures and stuff that they did, and we saw like Al Capone, his jail cell. They had a
Mhm.
replica of Al Capone's jail cell. I think they had a replica of Bonnie and Clyde, the car that they were in. Um, Eldad says, yes, the owners of the circus settled there. They bought massive amounts of land with their circus money, and now it's a museum and a tour attraction. Okay,
Mhm.
well, might have to come see that. Blue Phoenix, she says, Lady Empress, I swear they can't drive it. Oh, they just need a bus pass.
Oh Lord.
Queen Marbetta, she says, I love that museum too. Elda says a mentor group I was in took a bunch of the kids to the Universal Soul Circus and then a tour of the Ringling Brothers property. So cool. Okay, Elda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Elda said, I think I had
What?
more fun than the kids. than
All
the
right.
kids. She said, and then they found out that the Cuban ladies in there too.
Mm-hmm.
The Cuban ballet
All
is there too. She says Florida has so much history here, but shenanigans makes the of course that's
right.
everywhere. The shenanigans. We said that about
Mm-hmm.
some of these social media platforms. They don't
Right.
show the good stuff, they show the bad stuff. Because the bad stuff is what I guess sells.
Yeah.
Earl said, my army buddy is from Chicago. The first time I went there was in February for my birthday. Never again.
February. Yeah.
He said that
Yeah.
cold wind cut through my 4 layers of clothes.
Mm. It did. Yes, it did. It
He
did.
said, like a hot knife through butter. Oh
It
my
did.
goodness.
Yeah, it cut you. It cut you.
He said, we're now on summertime for Chicago for me. That is hilarious,
It
Earl.
cut you. It cut you for real. It cut you. I guarantee you.
Mm-mm.
February.
See,
Mm-mm.
I'm not used to that. Now, it get cold here, but not like Kansas and not like some of them other states up north. I'm not used to all that. Mm-mm.
Oh, it'll be okay. It's just a little weather.
No, it won't.
Bother me.
Elda said nobody can pay her enough money to go anywhere in the wintertime. Honey, I be trying to get to Florida when it be too cold to go up north. I'm not doing that. Then you might get snowed in. See, I be thinking about that because I know like going up that way, snow, and then you can't get on the plane. They don't want to get you on the plane because they're like, well, snow, got to wait till
But
the
they
snow.
operate, they
Yeah.
can, you can leave from there. It's just going into, like, I remember a couple of years ago when I got stuck up there. It wasn't that I was stuck up there, it's that I couldn't get back here because it was snowing here. It was snowing up there, but they was ready to take off. But
Mm-hmm.
Memphis said, no, no, no.
See, I ain't got time for that. And I'm stuck at the airport. Nope. I'm be
Mm-hmm.
calling my daddy. See, my daddy, he like to drive in that kind of weather. I don't. I be calling him saying, Pops, come get me. I'm stuck. I'm stranded. Eldad says, as much as I am missing being up there. Shantae says, Earl, I hope you had your face covered. He said, no, I did not.
Lord.
He said, no, I did not laugh
Yeah,
out loud.
yeah, you need to have it.
I always learn. She said, I went to Chicago in March once and the wind was something else. Nothing like
Yeah,
Connecticut or even upstate New York. She says the aquarium and the Second City Comedy Club was great to visit.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
My brother used to go to
Elda,
Second City.
Elda said, Earl, did it rip your face off?
Yeah, it probably did.
Jill
It
says, I
probably
am.
did.
She said, I'm in the Northeast and it gets cold. Yes, we fly in the snow.
Yeah.
Nitra, he says, honestly, where I live in Michigan, winters for the past decades have been really mild snow and such, only really hitting after February for the most part. I've never been to Michigan. I've been wanting to go to Detroit and visit. Shantae says, "Oh no, I really have heard of the wind causing a rip in the face." Queen Mabel said, "Laugh out loud." Elsa says, "Our weather has been mild for the last 5 years, which is unusual, but I take," and she says, "glad I haven't shoveled in a while. No comment on the wind." Eldad says, "Shantae, depending on where you are in the north, that wind feels like it's going through you despite the many layers that you have on." She says, "I don't miss that at all." That's right, Eldad, because you from Boston, I think. You from that way. He says, "No, it did not, Eldad." Ooh, child. Tan trying to sucker me into going up there. Nope. Can't do it. I'm just not used to all that, honey.
I'm telling you, that's nothing. It's nothing.
Yeah, to you because you're used to it. That's just like my
I ain't
cousins
used
that
to
live in
it.
Kansas. So
I ain't used
she
to
had
it.
messaged me when it snowed up there, and she was like, "Did y'all get in the snow?" And I said, "Yeah, they saying we gonna get some. It's coming, but it hadn't made it down here yet." So she was like, "Yeah, I'm going to work today." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh, okay." She was like, "Why you say it like that?" I said, "Because we don't go anywhere when it snows here. If they just think some snow is coming, everything is gonna close.
Yeah, they do.
They're gonna
And I
shut
love it.
everything down."
I go into the
And she
store.
like, "What, girl? We got to get out here and shovel this snow out the driveway, and we still got to go to work." I said, "Oh well, we don't. They don't do that here. School will be closed. If they think it's coming, they gonna start shutting everything down."
Amen. I'm hoping we get a week this year.
You so funny. Gladys says, "I just left North Dakota. Never again will I be back. I'm in California now." She says, "Harder to find work from home jobs, but I am happy to never feel that kind of wind and cold again."
Oh,
I understand. I'm going to drop some temp services in here, Queen, and just go to their website and see if they have anything. They usually have a bunch of remote jobs everywhere. Sometimes Kelly Connect may have some, and Manpower. But take a look at those companies, Queen. Eldad says, "Earl, thank goodness. Cheers to still having your face." Ashley says, "Memphis shuts down when it's ice on the ground."
Amen.
Shantae says, "Eldad, yep, I felt it myself." I always learn it says Connecticut winters have been mild for the last 4 years, but this summer the heat has been crazy.
Wow.
Eldad says, "Carl, you never get used to winter. Every year I was shocked like I hadn't lived there for years." Rufina says, "Visiting Topeka, Kansas in the winter will not be on a to-do list ever again. Laugh out loud. If I don't make it Thanksgiving, I ain't going." Ooh, child. I think I got a cousin that, I don't know if she still lives in Topeka, but she used to live in Topeka. Queen Alberta says, "What the wind is going on?" Laugh out loud. Lillian says, "That's how they do here in Dallas. They shut everything down. I don't like the cold." Gladys says, "Thanks, dear. Appreciate you ladies so much." You're welcome, Queen. And Tan is going to look for companies that hire in California.
Yeah.
Always Learning says, "I worked for a bank call center years ago. My Connecticut call center never shut down, but in North Carolina call center and headquarters, they panicked and they closed for 2 inches." Yeah. Because folks can't drive in this stuff. I know they can't drive here, child. No, ma'am. Not at all. So, Everything closes down.
That's what they do. I like
School,
it.
the banks, everything.
Yeah. We'll be snowed in for days.
You like that, huh? No work.
No work. I'll be like, chilling.
Yeah. So what's wrong? My little light is acting crazy.
Yeah.
Mm, it's flickering. I don't know why. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Island Queen. She says everything here in Fayetteville starts closing down from like the day before, although it barely even snows here.
Right.
Listen, it's hot in the Northeast too damn hot.
It is
Oh,
hot.
it's been
It's too
hot.
hot
Yeah, it's
anyway.
really been hot this year. I don't know why, but it has been the other day here. I think it was 97 or 98. No, it was 99. This was Monday. It was 99 degrees here. And I was like, oh my gosh.
It's
Let
too
me
hot.
get home. And my little dumb tail be want to open up the sunroof.
Me too.
Thinking that, because when you first step outside, sometimes you don't feel it. It don't hit you right then. But as soon as you get in the car, truck, or whatever, you start like, no, I keep it closed because it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah said when I was stationed in northern Alabama, they got like an inch of snow. The whole city shut down.
Amen.
But when I was in Germany, snow was just business as usual.
Right.
Drea said, laugh out loud. If we see Southern license plates, we automatically think non-driver. Laugh out loud. Hey, Talia. She says, hey, Tan and Kara. How are you ladies doing? We are great, Queen. How are you? Lady Empress says, I saw it today, but I didn't get a chance to check them out yet. Okay. Groundworks, Transsource. We go look Sandcastle. Somebody talked about that one. I forgot what they are though. I think it's one of them inspection type places.
Yeah.
Metro inspection, photo inspection, and inspect. Okay, Queen. Island Queen, she says she cashed out 56. She says in total on Just Play. All right, go ahead, Queen. Congratulations. Elda says, woohoo, Island Queen. Go ahead. Anybody else got any good news? If they want to share, y'all be sure to drop it in the chat. Queen Mabetta says, oh yeah, with the thumbs up. Elda says, hey, Talia. I cannot believe, y'all. It's almost August. I'm like, what? Man, that time flew. Seemed like it was just the 4th of July.
Yeah. Bless you.
And it's already the end of July. I cannot believe it. And school is starting. School has started for my friend.
Really?
Uh-huh. It's already started. They started this week.
Dang.
Mississippi. Elna says, oh, I survived certification. Oh, Lord, that was crazy. Out of 45 of us, 11 made it through the end and
Wow.
into testing. All right, Elda. I got to tell you something. She made it.
Wow.
Congratulations, Elda.
Wow.
But that's how it be, though. They do those little tests to try to weed people out.
Mm-hmm.
And they know that everybody's not going to stay. They know that. So sometimes let's just say if they're only looking for 10 people, they may have a big class of 30 people, but they know out of the 30, probably more than likely, only 10 to 15 may survive. They know it. They know it because those assessments now versus back then when Tan and myself used to do the assessments, is nothing like the assessments, I don't think, today. Because even today, it's like you'll take their first assessment, and that's like a way in the door, and then you get in training, and all of a sudden, oh, well, you got to take 3 more assessments. Like, oh, I didn't know that. I thought I got in because I took the first initial assessment, but got to take another assessment. And if you don't pass the first time, some of the companies might let you take it again, but some of them it's just one time around. So if you're not paying attention, you're not listening, you're not taking notes, you're gonna be out. You're gonna be out. Queen Mabetta says, hit the rewind button. Laugh out loud. Hey, Miata. She says, hey, everyone. Lillian says, congrats, Island Queen. And Lady Empress says, congrats, L. Dot. Talia says, hi, L. Dot, and congrats. Elda says, thank you. I felt like I was on a reality show. She said 3 assessments and 3 elimination rounds. See? 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a lot. But that's how some of them do, because they're trying to see who is really going to be a good fit for the position. You may get past the first assessment, but you might fail the rest of them. Glad you made it out, Eldad. Queen Mabetta says, congrats, friend. Eldad. Lillian says, congrats to you, Eldad. Felicia says, congrats, Eldad. Earl says, cha-ching, Island Queen. Eldad says, I've never had a certification with eliminations. That was stressful because they were mock role plays with you sharing your screen. Going through the systems, couldn't even be multiple choice my way out of it. She said she couldn't multiple choice her way out of it. Lady Empress says, Carl, the person was a travel notary. She was doing the field inspections between signings. I wanted to ask before I forgot. Laugh out loud. Okay. Good money, Lady Empress. We got a company from a queen, and I think she was making like $200 to $400 a day off of doing the field inspections. So, yep, it's some good money. Tan, she used to want to be the notary. I don't think you want to be that no more, do you? Or you still want to be one? Not no more.
I ain't thought about it a long time.
Yeah, it's been some years since you mentioned it.
Yeah.
Stephanie says, I'm at 1146 on Earn Star, 1017 on Best Play, over 940 running total on free cat. Girl, come on, Stephanie. Yeah. All right now, congrats, Queen.
Look at that.
Queen got 940, y'all, on free cash. Some of y'all still back there behind Tan's bookcase.
Yeah, behind here. Taking up residency.
Right. Y'all take a look at free cash. You got a cell phone. Let that phone make you some income. Just don't have that iPhone over there and you done paid so much money for your precious iPhone. And that them Android phones, they ain't cheap either. So I ain't just dogging iPhone. I'm going to talk about Android also. Those phones are not cheap. Let those phones make you some type of income. My phone that I used to have made me thousands of dollars a month.
Yeah.
Texting lonely men. So with that being said, get you a free cash, get you a Earn Star, get you a Prime Opinion, things that you can do from the phone. I just dropped the link in here and I'll repost it. Some companies that you guys can do from your cell phone. There are over 60 companies on this list, especially if you know you don't have a job and you are still waiting to hear back from these work from home companies.
And like Carol said, if y'all are still waiting and you have not found a work from home job, but you are looking for a work from home job, make sure you grab some of these side gigs and side hustles. because they will help you in the meantime or in between time. Because a lot of times you're in a waiting hold, a waiting area when you are applying for these work from home jobs. So you may not hear back for a month or two. You may not
Right.
hear back right away. So if you're looking for something, you need extra money, try these side gigs and side hustles. You can earn money from them.
Mm-hmm. Eldar says, thank you guys. I worked my you know what off. July was a blur. You made it, Queen. Is it, I'm gonna say gaming, squad gaming, because I may mix up the first part. She says, or he says, congrats, Eldar. Don't know if it's a he or she. Stephanie says she has over 100 on vibes. All right, girl.
Okay. All right.
Congrats, Stephanie.
Congrats.
Come on.
Eldar says, go, Stephanie.
What's your name?
Queen Mo Better has the
Look.
flowers. Felicia says, congrats, Stephanie. She says $940. Queen Mo Better says, wow. Yep, that's a lot. On the gaming site. Some good money, y'all. Blue Phoenix says, congratulations, Eldad. Lady Empress says, I might have to look more into the information on the notary because she also mentioned online notary, so you definitely can do it remotely. Okay.
Yeah, we can.
We have seen, speaking of that, I have seen a company, but it's been probably 2 years ago. They used to hire for online notaries, but I don't remember the name of that company. Do you remember, Tam? You probably don't because it's been a couple years. Felicia says, Stephanie, what games are you playing? Queen My Better says, I'm about to get on free cash. She said, laugh out loud. I always learn, it says, if you get a notary license, how do you use it to earn money? I've seen where people have videos, always learning here on YouTube.
Yeah.
One young lady, she was doing notaries for the bank. So I don't know if, like, I think people may have been like behind on like a car note or something like that. And she would have to go to their place of employment or meet at a park or at their home. And they would have to sign a paper saying that, you know, this is the reason why I'm behind, yada, 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 yada. But I'm going to get caught up. And she would already have the papers drawn up because she would get them from the bank and just have to take it over to the customer's house or place of employment or wherever they agreed to meet up at. And then they would sign off and then she would just notarize and take a picture and all of that. So I would say maybe search YouTube. You'll see how people make money from a notary, being a notary.
And you could be what they call a silent signing agent, you know, work for like mortgage companies and things like that. It just depends.
Yeah. Felicia says, I'm on Prolific's wait list. All right, Queen.
All right, Queen.
Congratulations, Felicia. Elda says, thank you, Blue Phoenix. Drea says, I wanted to do texting only men, but I was like, I might end up talking to my uncles.
Oh, Lord.
You probably won't, Drea. You probably won't. You probably won't. Some of those men are like in other countries, depending on which platform you're working for. But some of the men are in like other countries. And you can kind of pretty much tell by the way they talk. The words that they say that we don't say over here in the US, and you'll be like, oh yeah, he's not from here. So you probably, more than likely, you probably won't. Elda says, I feel like I need a 3-week nap. Not a 3-week nap. She says, after that certification.
Oh, Lord.
Said, Felicia, woohoo, I hope you get in soon. Girl, that is too funny. Not a 3-week nap, Elda. Stephanie says, I will answer when I get back. Okay, Queen. Felicia says, thanks, Elda. Drea says the best way to earn money with the notary is to hook up with the real estate agents. And that's a good idea. Thank you, Drea. So hook up with the real estate agents, Queen. Always learning. That's what Drea said. Eldar says one of the apps also has notary work. We go look, I think. Okay.
All right.
Queen Mabetta said, laugh out loud. Not your uncles. Lady Empress says, that's how I came across the video about notary. I was looking for info on a field inspection app. She says, YouTube University helps. It does. Because there are some genuine people on this platform that really are trying to help people make money in different ways, not just like working from home or the side hustles that we talk about, but it's one gentleman that I follow. He gives good free information on different side hustles that I've never heard of, or if I have heard of the side hustle, I probably was one of the ones thinking like, you know, make no money doing that. But he actually has people to come on his channel to break down how they make money doing different side hustles that Tan and myself have even like, what? They making money doing what?
Yes.
Throwing away trash, clearing out houses. What? Do what now? So yeah, there are some genuine people on YouTube giving out free information on how to bring in extra cash. Felicia says, Kara, can you drop the link for the part-time jobs? Yep, I can, Queen. Hang on 1 second. Let me see. Okay, Felicia, I'm gonna drop them now. So yes, I would say YouTube University is your best friend. But of course, sometimes you gotta weed through the BS in order to get to, sometimes just depends, in order to get to the ones that are genuinely caring and sharing information. But you know, you can kind of pretty much tell the ones that's like, oh well, you gotta buy this ebook. They're gonna give you just enough to hook you in, and then it's like, oh, you got to buy this $50 ebook, or oh, you got to buy this, $50, $60, $70 course or something like that. So it's like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Queen Marbetta said, what's his name? I don't want to say it here, Queen Marbetta, but if you email us, I'll give it to you. Eldar says, Carl, I'm tired. Plus, the first week was 10,000 meetings. This definitely feels like a full-time W-2 than a contract position. Not the 10,000 meetings, Eldar. Felicia says, thank you, Carl. No problem, Felicia. And if anybody else has any good news that they want to share, y'all be sure to drop it in the chat. Queen Roberta laughed out loud. Okay. Eldar said the cost of air is way too high for $50 ebooks. Yeah, but and some of them really charge more than that, Eldar. I've seen like $199 and $299 for different, ebooks and courses. So I'm like, okay, am I really going to make a profit off of whatever it is you're talking about, since you now are guiding me over here and saying, oh, you got to purchase this ebook, or oh, you got to purchase my course? Like, I don't know. So those I kind of like pump the brakes on, like,
Right.
So I look in the comments to see if anybody else said, it was good information, they got it, they liked it, or if, I try to look for reviews first. But if it's like a no, and you see several people saying, don't buy this course, or not, I bought it, garbage, or it was terrible, or I didn't learn anything, it didn't give me an actual breakdown of what they were talking about in the video, had nothing to do with the video. So I like the free stuff. I don't like the paid, I like the free. Shonda says, I need more side hustles, just paid my rent and one of my bills and got to pay my gas bill next. What are some other side hustles I can try? So we're going to talk about some, Shonda, in a few minutes. Not sure, Queen, which ones you have already. Queen Mabetta says, I'm about to make an ebook. Hey, If that's what you do, Queen Mo Better, you can sell ebooks. You know, that is a side hustle for some. Some people do make money off of selling ebooks. Hey, it's Manny Shay. How are you, Queen? She said, happy hump day, ladies in chat. Queen Mo Better said, my ebook is 500. Okay, Queen Mo Better. Drea says, do you recommend people cash out at a certain amount? For what, Drea? For like the games and stuff? Alexander says, thank you. I'll check for videos on the subject. Don't people make money giving the information for free? When you watch YouTube, there are many commercials to watch. Yep, so they really not giving it. I mean, they giving it for free, but they making money just from you watching the video. So that's why I feel like, well, why charge? And you know, people for like an ebook. If I'm over here trying to make money, I ain't got no money to give you. Right. I'm trying to make some money. Like, make it make sense. I am trying to make some money. I am watching your video so that YouTube is paying you and you're posting on their platform. So if I'm over here and I'm watching the video, why are you charging me $60, $75, $80, $90, and $100 for your little raggedy ebook? I don't want your raggedy ebook. I want the information. I don't want to pay for it. I'm trying to figure out a way to make money from home or outside of the home or whatever the case may be. But you know, some people, they get greedy. Eldad said, Queen Mo Better not 500 then could at least take us out with 497. Girl, you so funny. She said, my course is 8,000. And you got some people courses are truly that high, Queen Mo Better. I've seen them. And I saw my cousin, she sent me young lady that was doing credit repair. Her courses were like 1,000 to like 2,500, something like in between there. And I'm just like, girl, bye, not paying it. And I said, Drea, no, do what works best for you. Queen Bear said, laugh out loud. And I said, Drea, sometimes an app can have a minimum cash out amount. So if you want to get to that amount and cash out, I'm going to put it up here. She says, you can want to let it be, or she says, you can. Queen Bear says, come on, tell them, Carl. Drea says, yes, the game's in the survey. Drea, just depends on what you're comfortable with. So like for me on Just Play, I'll try to let mine build up to at least like $10 and then I'll cash out. One time I think I did it to 20 and cashed out, but like 10 for me for Just Play. Some people cash out, they try to get to like 100 or 200. It just depends on what you are comfortable with. Eldad says, once you earn it, it's your money, so manage it the best. I always learn, it says, when you watch YouTube, there are so many commercials to watch, just like TV in the 70s and 80s, but the commercials back then were more interesting. He said cereals, toys, fast food, and restaurants. Yep, you're right, always learning. Queen Mabel says, you are not getting a certificate either. Laugh out loud. Autism mom said, exactly. Ain't nobody got money to give them.
Right.
Elda says, sis, autism mommy. She says, I done fell out track with the chicken. But yeah, so like I said, when you searching on YouTube, you might encounter those ones that you don't want to encounter first before you get to somebody that is trying to really truly help people earn money from home. So you know, that's just how it is over here on this platform. You're gonna have to take the good with the bad, and you're gonna have to just kind of weed them out and just kind of see, okay, now you want my money, not here for that. Next, and go to the next video. Yeah. She says, I'm back. Welcome back, Queen. She said, autism mommy past month was a blur. Always Learner says, I registered with the Tabio yesterday. I have to go back and look at what opportunities they have. Okay, Always Learning. Keep us posted, Queen. If you decide to go with them. Eldad says, hi, Leonica. Autism mom says, Eldad, what's good, sis? Trust me. I know how it is. But yep. And a lot of the information that I find, it just be recycled.
Yeah.
Like somebody else said it first, and then somebody took it, recycled it, and then put their own little spin
Right.
on
Know how they do.
it. Right. Autism Mom says, "Hey, Leonica." Leonica says, "Thanks, Carol." Leonica says, "Hi, Elda." She says, "Hi, Autism Mommy. How are you?" Queen Marbetta says, "You are telling the truth, Carol." She says, "I waste a lot of money trying to get this money." Yep.
Right.
And we all have, Queen Marbetta. We all have purchased something from somebody and found out like I could have went to Google and Googled this. Or
Right.
it just don't be about nothing. You know what I'm saying? It don't be put together well. Because I think Tan and myself, one of us purchased the ebook from somebody, and Tan was like, "Girl." Tan was like, "Oh my gosh." She said, "This ain't put to. They just threw something together.
Right.
It didn't have no beginning, no middle, and no ending. Nothing. Just horrible." Yeah, that's the autism mom. I'm over here trying to juggle with the bowling ball. They're winning. Autism mom, she said, "Leonica, I'm good." Queen, my better, she says, "I thank God for you and Tan." Thank you, Queen.
Thank you.
Autism mom said, "Eldad, at this point, I feel like I am spinning in circles." Frankie said, "When I cash out, I think of it like a weekly or bi-weekly payday." Yeah. Queen My Better says, "So true. I always learn." Says, "Maybe on Amazon or eBay, they may have a used booklet to sell about becoming a notary public. I can take out a library book about the subject." Yep, I was just going to say, you can go to the library. I always learn it. Or ask ChatGPT.
Yeah.
ChatGPT will go and search the internet for you, Queen, and get the information that you're asking for.
Yeah.
I would ChatGPT it, Queen, if you haven't done so already. Ask ChatGPT and see what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that says, "I buy something, realize it was a waste, and it turns into one of those old VA commercials." I could have had a VA.
She said, "Oh, we commercials."
Queen Marbella said, "Laugh out loud. There wasn't even an ebook." Oh no. Always Learning says, "Okay, thanks." Lady Empress says, "I've seen some ebooks almost 2 to 4K. It was about formulation for skincare." I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. I figured it out myself."
Right.
Oh no, ma'am. Elda says, "Frankie, that's a great plan method." Shantae says, "See if your library has Udemy." Autism Mom says, "I did hear back from here.com, RWS, and TTEC." All right, Autism Mommy. Even though you don't probably need nothing else.
Right.
Congratulations, Queen. So Autism Mommy is our queen that has the 50 side hustles. Queen Helen, she's not on here. She has around 50 also. As
Yeah.
y'all can see, Autism Mommy is not slowing down. She's not saying, "Oh, well, I got 50, so I'm going to stop right there." No, she just heard back from these companies here on the screen. So congratulations to Queen Autism Mommy. Well done. Elda said, "Lady Empress, meanwhile, actual informative books at the library are free." She says, "Loud." Right. Queen Marbetta says, "I told all them ebook writers to count their days with their foolishness." Not with the foolishness. Earlier on Prolific, I have been getting surveys where I have to answer questions or do reactions via Zoom. The last one I did, it paid $30 last week. All right, Earl. Go
All
ahead.
right.
Congrats on
Okay.
me. Yeah, and I said, Shantae, yes, another great tip. She's Autism Mama said, I need about 5 more. Laugh out loud. You're gonna be like Cynthia, over 100. Yeah, and I said, wow, Earl. She says, yay, Autism Mommy, that's great. Queen Marbetta said 50. Girl, she trying to get 55. And I said, Autism Mommy, and 5 more after that 5. Queen Marbetta said she wants 55 now. Yep. She said, Felicia said, Autism Mommy, congrats. Autism Mommy said, you got that right, Elzad. Lillian says, congrats, Autism Mommy. And she says, thanks, everyone. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, y'all. So y'all be like Queen Autism Mommy here. Go and get you a separate email. Start signing up to the companies. You don't have to work them all. She doesn't work them all simultaneously, but she may work 2 to 3 multitasking. So if you have different devices, and a lot of the side gigs and the side hustles can either be done from a phone, tablet, or some type of computer, desktop, laptop. So let's just say if you have, because what I would do, I would be doing a phone job, and I also had my little Chromebook where I would be texting the lonely people from the Chromebook. So once the call would come in and I'm not on camera, then I could just, tell John over here to hold on. Because they give you a certain amount of time to respond to the messages. I think it was like 8 to 10 minutes to respond. So one gonna be on the call that long. So answer the call, talk to whoever the person is on the phone, and then once I'm done with the call, I go back and start back texting John. So if you know how to multitask without getting into any trouble,
Right.
I would say multitask. Now, I would say do not do it from the same computer. So what I mean by that is because some of the companies, and I didn't know this, but I found out the hard way, but I didn't get fired. But I was surfing on the internet, even though I didn't have a call, I was looking at some shoes. And ladies, y'all know how we do. We look at stuff. We over here, we shopping, we looking, we trying to come up on a deal, right? But I didn't know that the company could record my screen from their software since I was logged into their system. It was not their computer, it was my own computer. But Tan told me, she said, oh, they have a screen recorder on the screen, and that way they can see what you're doing. So I do not recommend for you to do 2 jobs from the same computer. Don't do that. That's a no-no, because you don't want to lose a job trying to work another job, and then now you have no job. So you don't want to do that. Don't be like me. So if you have other devices, a tablet, another computer, Chromebook, desktop, or whatever, just make sure that you are not doing 2 jobs, 2 side hustles from the same computer. That's my tip.
Let us get to these jobs, Chad.
I know, because you about to fall past out. Lady Empress says, so true. I started researching from other sources and people that don't gatekeep L. Dot. Queen Marbetta says she going to need a spreadsheet.
Yes.
Shantae says, why a separate email? Because with the side gigs and the side hustle, Shantae, you may not want to have that on your main email, because some of these companies, especially like the survey sites and the mystery shop sites, they will email you like crazy. But it's up to you. We just say get a separate email for your side gigs and side hustles, but totally up to you, Queen.
Yeah.
Elda says she's clapping for you, Lady Empress. Shonda says, I cashed out $1 to my Venmo from Hey Cash, and I still haven't received it. Did you reach out to the company, Queen? I would say reach out to them. Elda says, did you check to see how long they take to process the payment? Elda says, okay, stepping away for a bit. Autism Mama says, Shantae, so it can stay separate from your emails where you may be using for things like shopping and leisure. Now, that's a good idea, Autism Mama. Shanda says, I don't know where to. They should have like a contact us, Shanda, somewhere, or read the FAQ section. See if they have an FAQ. I'm pretty sure they do. FAQ section, Queen. So if you got any questions about any of the companies, I say always go and try to find their FAQ section. Sometimes it's at the top and sometimes it could be at the bottom. Okay, Tan, a few more. Autism Mama said, nope, use a laptop. T. Rice says 100. Hey, Trishana. She says, good night, ladies and gentlemen. God bless. I'm looking for a side job. Got fired from my job about a month and a half ago now. So I heard that, Queen. Tan getting ready to drop them. Autism Mama says, ask ChatGPT to create a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Or Google Sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Says, okay, thanks. Shanda says, okay. Stephanie says she plays, I'm going to put it up here, Animals and Coins, Dice Dreams, Word Collect, and some others. Earl says prolific and cloud research, be sending 1,000 emails. He says, so yes, get a separate email. Thank you, King Earl. All right, Tam, let's get into these jobs, girl.
All right. So, Carrie, you got the link. I need to send it to you.
Send it to me. I know you had updated, so.
We have, it's supposed to be 30, but hold on. It's only 29 came up. We're going to deal with 29 today. Hold on. I said it's supposed to be 30 on the list, but I only see 29. I'm going to add one, but
okay.
I'll add it in a minute. So we are going to talk about these 30 or 29 side gigs and side hustles. What's wrong with my computer? Hold on, Carol, something wrong with my computer.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on, give me 2 seconds.
Lady Empress, so I was saying, while Tan is getting her computer together, I was saying use different devices if you are doing like a job and maybe a side hustle or 2 side hustles or 2 jobs. Don't use the same device. So if I'm here on my laptop and let's just say I'm working for 2 companies, I would not be using the same laptop. Only one company per device.
Yeah.
So tablet, Chromebook, cell phone. Because some of the side hustles you can do from your phone. Like when I was texting, sometimes I would do it from, depending on the company, because some of the companies would let me do it from my phone. Some of the other ones I had to do from like a laptop, desktop, Chromebook, tablet. So just make sure that when you are multitasking, and let's just say you got your main job on the laptop or the desktop, don't go and open up another tab because some of the companies have what they call screen record. They'll record your screen. Mm-hmm. I got in trouble doing this, y'all. I didn't get fired, but I was on her shopping, and my manager, she saw that I was on this website looking at shoes, and she sent me a message, and she was like, oh, those some pretty shoes you looking at. And I was like, hey, how does she know what I'm doing? So Miss Thing over here, tech savvy lady, I had to reach out to Tan. I was like, how does this lady know what I'm doing? And Tan said, oh, they got this screen record on their software. So when you log into their system, they can see everything that you're doing on your computer. They don't have to like tap in or you give them control over your computer. None of that. It's like when I logged into their system, automatically they could see everything I was doing.
Yeah. Because again, when you sign those agreements and things, you are giving them permission to.
Yeah, but some people don't. You don't know that. Some people don't know it.
You don't know that. You are giving them permission. Okay. I am going to send Carol the link. Okay, my computer working out right now. Okay, so we are going to talk about 30 side hustles you can do from home. And some of these side hustles, they are outside of the house, but you can like do them from your phone. So we thought they would still fit. Field agent is one of them, and field agent is number 11. I have done field agent. They have like various things you can do. You can go work at different sites. I have done end caps with field agent. They just have a variety of different type jobs that you can do on
Mhm.
field agent. You can do the ones where you can serve the samples and SAMs. Trying to think what else I have done. I did the end caps at Target. You can go in and you can change the end caps on the different sale items. Like I can have sale items and they want to put that on the end cap. You would go in and set it up. They have all the stuff ready for you at the store. You would just go to the customer service desk and tell them that you are there and you need to put up an end cap, and they help you. They will help you along, get set up, and you would do all of that. So that is a good one. Another one you have to leave out will be number 6, CX Focus, CX Group, and they are a mystery shopping group. That is a good one to do. Carol, do you remember what they have? I don't remember what they.
Mm-mm. I don't remember.
Yeah, but that is a mystery shopping group. Uh, if you are interested in mystery shopping, basically what you are is you are a person who is basically grading the service you are getting. So if you are interested in doing mystery shopping, CX Group is a good one. I forgot what they mystery shop. I want to say restaurants and something else, but I can't remember. Presto is a good mystery shop. Now, Presto is a good one if you are looking to get paid quickly. They have the instant shops, so they pay in 3 to 5 days. We had one queen who was earning enough to pay all her bills on Presto Shopper. So check that one out. Gig Walk. Gig Walk is an app. It is an app that you can do different types of mystery shops. I did one mystery shop. Well, it was two mystery shops. I had to go in one store, and it was from Walmart. So, um, so I did that for the hot and cold deli at Walmart. So it was two shops at one place, and they paid me $25 each. I think it took me maybe 15 minutes to do both of those and submit it. So check out Gig Walk. What does CX do, Carol?
I see they do retail stores, restaurants, banks, airport, concessions, museums, golf courses,
Oh,
casinos.
wow.
So they do a lot.
Okay. So
They
yeah,
also do phone calls, mystery
oh,
shop,
oh, okay.
telephone.
So they do also phone mystery shops. So y'all check out that one.
They do the
Um,
web too, the web online shops.
and Swag Bucks, that is also a good one. Prize Rebel and InstaGC. All of those are no, I'm sorry, not Prize Rebel. Gig Walk. Who else? Presto. Um, CX Group. All of those are, and did I say Presto? All of those are a mystery shop type companies. So you can check them out. We go look and I view it. Those are good ones because you can go out and take pictures and earn money for taking pictures. Usually it's insurance type claims. So they look for independent contractors to go out and take pictures for insurance type claims, sometimes accidents, sometimes houses. It just depends. People are making good money off that. off those type of things. With the survey sites, we have quite a few survey sites on here. Um, Unlock surveys, they pay good. They are doing a bonus of $5 right now. Let me see what else. Free cash, if you are into playing games, free cash is number 16. Leo surveys, that's also a good one. Minefield Opinion Panel, that's a good survey site. We have a new one called King Opinion Survey and Poll Rewards. Hey Cash, that was the one you got paid for the screener surveys, right, Carol?
Mm-hmm.
28 Hey Cash you get paid for the opinion surveys. And we have quite a few survey sites on there. So if you are into doing surveys, survey sites is a great way to earn money. You have to be consistent, but we have kings and queens who are earning great money taking survey sites. Now, our testing ones that are on the list, Userlytics, UTest, and who is on here? You will be testing websites. It just depends on what type of test they want you to run. Basically, it is in user testing. You will basically interact with a website, and you will basically speak out loud if you like it or if you don't like it, how it made you feel, what could they do better, and things like that. And number 7, user interviews. That is basically focus groups. So if you're into doing focus groups, that is a good one. Who else, Carol? Did I miss anybody?
No, I think you got everybody. Did you do Moby?
Probably missed a few. But
Moby is a
I didn't.
mystery shop app, and that one you can do from your phone.
Yeah.
That's the last one.
Okay. Well, y'all, I got to get up off here because 5 o'clock gonna come hurriedly.
Elda says she's done brand ambassador work before. She says
Oh,
done
okay.
promotions of items and handed out samples at the grocery store and the liquor
Yeah.
store. Okay,
What
Elda.
it is.
Sounds like fun. So autism mommy, she did say if you want to work multiple jobs, have multiple devices. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Okay, Frankie. Thank
Oh,
you.
okay.
Hey, Two Cash. Two Cash says hello, all peace and blessings.
Hey,
Thank you, Kelly. Kelly says like and share. Earl says
thank you.
peace, fam. Rest well. Thank you, Earl.
Thank you.
So we are about to exit stage left because y'all already know Tan has to go to bed.
Mhm. One
Thank
day I'm gonna
y'all
stay
so
and do
much for joining
after
us
dark
tonight.
with y'all. One day I have to go to sleep in the daytime in order to do that.
In order to
Mm.
stay up. Thank y'all so
Yeah.
much for joining
All
us
right.
tonight. We greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. And we
All
are
right.
going to get off of here and
All
we will
right.
catch y'all on the next live stream. Thank y'all so
Yeah, have a
much.
good one.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.